For them.
Hey Donna,
Hey Greg, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Welcome, Laker fans. This is the Purple Blood Lakers podcast by Laker fans for Laker fans, featuring Donna, who is always right. And we had a game against OKC where we played a team that was better than us in every aspect of the game.
Good as advertised. Probably better.
Um, yeah, this was more about how great they are than about how
Mhm.
bad we are.
Yeah,
We uh we did have some issues.
yeah, we did. Turning the ball over.
Turning the ball over was a big deal. Um,
That pressure defense, we just did not handle it well at all.
no, but we put our own pressure defense on, and in the third quarter, we came out first 5 minutes of the third quarter acting like we wanted to turn into a competitive
I
game.
know.
We had four steals in a row,
I know it.
but on the fourth one, Austin turned the ball over trying to get it to Luca, and that killed the rally.
Yeah, it
And
was
we
over.
we had nothing else after that.
Mm-mm. We just
Uh,
played. We got beat in every facet of the game. Every
every
single one we got beat in. It
they
was a
played,
litmus test for us, and we
and
failed miserably.
we failed miserably. So there's got to be growth this season or a trade
Yeah,
if we want to get competitive with the best teams in
agreed.
the league.
Agreed.
That's the takeaway.
Yeah, period.
Period. It doesn't matter
Hmm.
what we do the next night. It doesn't matter what we did until that point. That's the
Nope.
team that you got to go through. You got to go through
That's
them in
right.
Denver, both probably the way
Both.
our luck falls. And
Yes.
we're gonna see what happens against Denver. But if we bring the same kind of energy we brought against OKC, it's gonna be the same outcome because they're not a bad team either.
No, they're a good team, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ugly. We didn't handle the ball pressure again, and it was to me, a big test for AR, and he failed to me. As the
I,
second best player on the team, he didn't step up.
Nope. I think he's suffering trying to get back to where he was when Luca was hurt. Because he had no
Yeah.
choice and he just played loose and he got 50 something points.
Hmm.
And now it seems like I can't put my finger on it, but he's not able to get back to that level. And
No.
I don't think it was a fluke. He's got it in him. You know what I mean? So it's got to
But
be mental.
his 3-point shot has been totally off. And to me, when that's off, he's trying to get downhill and they just waiting for him in the key because his 3-point shot has been really bad ever since he came back from injury.
And that might be a hamstring thing,
Could be.
because I can tell you. I'm not a professional basketball player, but I have to walk. And so when my knee was messed up,
Hmm.
coming off the injury, every day I got a little better. But the last thing I had to figure out to do all over again was walk because I
Hmm.
got so used to keeping my legs straight that I was walking basically like a pimp.
Yeah.
Sorry. I showed my wife, I was like, I'm walking like when I was 12 trying to pimp,
Right.
and I had to learn how to bend my leg again. And my point is that, you heal from the injury well enough to do things. So I could
Hmm.
drive, I could carry my groceries, I could wash the car, I could wash my clothes, I could do everything. But I wasn't right. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and it affected my gait, and
Hmm.
only lately did I remember again how to bend my knee when I put my foot down. So
Mm.
um it's not
Yeah.
that extreme for Austin, but
It's bad.
everything has to be lined up, right? And
Hmm.
so the 3-point shot is a long one, and the smallest uh misadjustment
Hmm.
will send it way off. So all that to say, yeah, he is struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling. Yeah, I
Shot is
think
struggling.
Luca's kind of struggling too from the 3-point line. Their percentages are low, but they're both pick and roll kind of players. And to me, against OKC's defense, that pick and roll don't work. You have
Well,
to spread out against them to me and move the ball better. You can't, the pick and roll, they defend that too well to me.
let's talk about Aiton.
He only had 6 points. How many shots did he get?
I don't know, he probably made all of them.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that, man, on the one hand, it's hard to criticize. the efficiency of his game. Uh, but eventually you see these lazy moments that in the playoffs will kill us.
Yeah,
Absolutely kill us. So maybe the issue with him has nothing to do with skill. That's what I'm trying to get
right.
at. But
And
his
he hasn't been
motor,
lazy all season. I mean, some games he may not score as much as he usually does, but I've seen him be active on the defensive end. But nobody looked good, yes, against
no,
OKC.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm not
everybody looked
singling
bad.
him out for to be at fault for the game. I'm picking up on these reminders of the reason why he's got the reputation he's got. And I'm not saying that he takes quarters off or even
No,
5 minutes off. I'm saying there are moments where he's
that's
not worried.
everybody.
That's everybody. But when your big is having moments where the rim is not guarded in the playoffs, that's deadly. That's all I'm saying. In the regular season, it's normal.
Maybe he was
But
tired.
how
They
deep has
were
he gone into the
honest.
playoffs since his rookie year?
Yeah.
And how's Tyre going to impact that, right? What is
No, but
championship shape?
I have to give him some slack because he's played well. I just feel like none of them look good. Even Luca looked horrible. He had 19 points, but it wasn't a good 19. He was trying to do too much. He wasn't passing the ball like he should have. He was trying to beat them one on one. And that's the kind of defense, even with AR, they were trying to beat them one on one. Even if you get past one person on their team, a couple of others are coming. And to me, they kept trying to go so much one on one to both of them that to me, it took other people out of the game. But then they didn't shoot really well. I mean, Austin had 13, Luca had 19. We're never going to win when that happens, right?
Yes, you're
Um,
right.
I I think we sucked into
Unless
their
Bron comes
game.
in for 30.
Yeah. And last night, I mean, that night I felt like we needed him
Hmm.
because he's another ball handler and he can just score. And he's almost unguardable because he's so big and strong that having him out there, I think would have helped a little bit. Not saying we would have won, but I think it would have, it would have helped because AR just wasn't that second guy to help out.
AR becomes that third guy, and he's got to go against that third best defender, and his
Yeah.
game opens up a little bit more.
Because what did they have?
But
Caruso
I
on
liked what he
him?
did against the number one defender. I liked it. It's just that those were not great number one defenders. And
No. When you
I don't
have
know.
3 and 4 and 5, that's why I watch AR because they talk about his contract and is he going to get 40 million or is he a $30 million player, whatever. I look at him in big games and I always know Luka's going to show up whether his shooting percentage may be off, but he's going to score. And so I look at AR and how he does against some of these other teams that are really good and he's supposed to be that second guy, and does he step up to really be that 25-point scorer, whatever we need. And I've noticed in a few games that he's kind of like last year, he hasn't come up big in those games yet.
Last year he had a bad playoff.
Yes.
So we're gonna see with Austin. He's
Yeah.
the injury was a setback, but
Yeah.
I think he'll be back soon. That's not that big of a deal. Let's see what happens, when
Let's
he gets in
see.
a rhythm and then
Yeah.
goes against Golden State and Denver and
Yeah. I
what's gonna
agree.
happen.
The
I
Houstons of
agree
the
with you.
world.
We got to pay attention to that. We said we weren't worried about Austin,
I
but
know.
now we are again.
Yeah, because ever since he came back, he's
Yep.
been low percentage shooter and he just hasn't been that same player. And I don't know if he's working himself back. When you have a groin injury like that, you never know. But and maybe people have scouted his game. He's been all over the news. They've been talking about him. So now everybody's maybe focusing a little bit more on him as well. And it could be,
Yep.
taking him out too. So I just been kind of watching him. Because if he's going to be our second best player when LeBron leaves, you got to be able to step up in every game. I don't care what game it is. You've got to figure out a way to be that second guy.
And
Um,
he kind of has to be that second guy because he's going to be 1 or 2 years better. And
yeah.
his leaps every year have been phenomenal. And
Yeah.
so there's a really good chance, unless we go out and get, Jay Will or something.
Yeah, yeah. And Jay Williams for them wasn't even playing, their second best player. He's hurt.
Crazy, crazy. And
It's
another guy
crazy.
was out that they rely on. So
Yeah, so that was and Chet Holmgren seems like he's more involved, maybe because Jalen Williams is hurt, but he's more involved in the offense than to me than he was last year. He was kind of the third guy last year, and he would have some good games, but he was around low teens doing
No,
his part, but he's stepping up, I think, this year.
I saw him for the first time in detail in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really
Yes.
didn't pay attention to him. He looked
Right.
so skinny to me. I couldn't see how he could be as
Yeah.
good as they said he was. And then
Yeah.
watching him in the playoffs, I was like, he's not as good as they say he is. This
Right.
guy's just kind of hanging out. But
Right.
then I saw him in the rest of the regular season against us, and I go,
Yeah.
I see what the hype's about.
Yeah.
He's really mobile, and
Yep.
he's got good instincts on defense, and he can shoot that three.
Yep.
And you put some weight on him, and
Yep.
he's yeah, he's got a lot. So let's move off of this
Yeah, it was a game
horrible
where we failed our litmus test, but that's okay. Long as we bounce back next game and keep it going.
uh
Hey, what can you do?
I'll say one thing. Shout out to Alex Caruso. He absolutely killed us.
He did. And you can tell he was playing harder against
Yep,
us.
I know. I
Like,
hate that. I'm like, ease up, bro.
piss me
What's
off.
up? I
And
thought we
he
were
could
friends.
actually shoot. I mean, he was making 3-pointers and stuff. And I go, we didn't have that Alex Caruso. He was a good defender, but he wasn't a scorer. But man, he was shooting threes on us. I was
Nah,
like,
he was hitting those threes for us. He was hitting those threes for us. Ain't
every
no,
so often, but he was more on the defensive end, hustle, come in and hustle. And but he took extra against us, especially against AR, because AR was kind of his replacement, so to speak.
yeah,
So
kind of.
he took to him. Yeah, he was
I
taking it
felt
to
like he did
Austin.
want to, especially with AR getting all that press. I think he wanted to
Yes,
cut him
I
down in
think so
size a little
too.
bit.
It
I
looked
sensed that.
personal.
Other thing I noticed was that uh, Austin or Marcus in the second half ended up guarding Chet, and I'm like,
I don't know how that
it
happened.
wasn't switching. It was like our set D, and I'm like, maybe we realized that he was getting underutilized or something because he doesn't get the ball that much.
No,
So
he doesn't.
uh,
He's kind of like Rui. He may
yeah,
get 8 shots a game, maybe 6 to 8, but he doesn't get the ball consistently.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna
Oh
sweep
well.
this one under the rug and
Yep.
act like it didn't happen and get back
Yep.
to our winning ways.
That's right.
All right. Okay, Laker fans. This is the Lakers Purple Blood podcast by Laker fans for Laker fans featuring Donna, who's always right. Let's go against
New
Pelicans.
Orleans. Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Zion's not playing, so we'll see.
Zion and is it Trey? No, he's
Trey's
playing.
playing. Yeah.
It's
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray,
Yeah, they ain't playing.
who seems mad because his hip hop girlfriend went to the club and didn't watch the kids.
Yeah. All that.
Yeah,
Boy. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But he's been out for a long time. Since last season. He still ain't back.
yeah, with an Achilles, I guess it was.
Well, it was Achilles. So he ain't gonna be back to maybe January, February, probably.
And by the time he comes back, the question is, where is he going to fit with these giant guards playing so well?
Yeah, and they're gonna be in last place anyway. So
Yeah,
no rush.
we wanted him at one point, but not anymore.
We did.
Yeah,
Remember we wanted no, we didn't want, but people were talking about Bradley Beal going to the Clippers. Now he's out for the season.
out for the season.
Yep.
They
Uh-huh.
just
He's having
they
hip surgery and he's done.
they can't win. He should just retire. Just stop doing
He
this to teams,
should.
bro.
Still in the money.
At 50 million,
Right.
you haven't
He
had a
did
good season in
no,
5 years.
yeah, good 5 years. Yeah, and now he's out for the season with a hip injury. So it's like
How many teams? How much longer are these veterans going to get this money in
he's
a
on that
league full of
contract.
young players that just need an opportunity? I don't understand the GM that
I
decides. For
wouldn't
example, I would not have brought Kevin Durant to Houston.
me either. I
And
wouldn't
as
have
soon as he
either.
gets there, the other old dude falls down,
Yeah,
Fred, and now
right.
their team is, I mean, they're trying to piece it together, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah, Bill has been a bad Phoenix. He did nothing in Phoenix. Now Phoenix is playing well with Booker and some of the young guys. And Bradley Bill did nothing there. And now he went to the Clippers and he's out for the season. So I think this is the last year of his $50 million deal.
what ends up happening is a bunch of veterans get together and agree that we can only win if we get this last other OD.
Yep.
And it happened to us, it happened to them. Okay,
Right. But we'll see.
we are still recording, or is
I
this
think
the new
so.
one?
No, I don't think we got off.
I'm gonna stop.